score. The Westbrook Bruins trail the Oilers of Pearland High School 15-0. Perland has the football going from right to left. And Ronald Adams up the gut across the 15-yard line for the first down. And head coach Tony Heath is just running that clock here, Greg, in the fourth quarter. I mean, I think he's going to try to escape this one tonight.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think what he's doing, I mean, like I said a minute ago, he's going to try to get it down to like the 9-minute mark. If they just keep churning away, and, of course, he wants to come up with some points. And in his mind, I'm thinking he's probably thinking that that'll pretty much put this game away, even if they come up with 3, let alone 7. So, but if you're Westbrook, you know, you have to continue to compete. You can't, you know, I mean, you have to be careful about letting this thing get awry.
Watch Hunter Smith up top of your screen. Here comes the handoff back to Ronald Adams, and Ronald Adams through the line as he stops short of the 10-yard line, maybe about a yard or two. Texan Live is your new home for Houston High School sports. The road to state continues tomorrow at TexanLive.com. Cinco Ranch matches up with Bel Air at 1, and then at 6, New Caney faces off against Nederland. It's the road to state on Texan Live, your new home for Houston High School sports. Blumrick going into the end zone, had a man wide open.
That was a great job by Brumwick of really rifling in that pass. He put that pass right on the target. I think that was number 8, if I'm not mistaken. Number 8, number 6. Yeah, I guess he couldn't throw to himself, so I guess that's Isaiah Chaney. So Chaney needs to look that football in. I mean, he did a great job of getting open, beating the defensive back, and it was just a great throw, pinpoint pass by Blumrick. Just could not bring that pass in. The receiver could not bring that pass in.
3rd and 8 on the Bruins 12. Here comes the handoff. Ronald Adams powering into the 5-yard line and just shy of the end zone. A first down, and the Pearland Oilers are threatening to put up more points.
Yeah, Perland is just priding and being very methodical in their approach of getting downfield, obviously with the ultimate goal of scoring points and pretty much putting this game out of reach in their minds.
At the 2-yard line, the Pearland Oilers trying to add some insurance points here.
Let's see if Westbrook, hey, I know Westbrook's defense has to be very tired right now. They've been on the field a lot.
Ronald Adams in the backfield. He gets the handoff, and he gets the 6. Touchdown, Oilers.
Yeah, that's just a situation. They're just wearing down. And that's the game plan, and that's a great strategic move by Coach Tony Heath. You know, he's just pounding away, just pounding the football, just wearing that defensive line down. The defensive line has been very competitive. They've really held up well throughout the game, and they just can't get any help from their offense. And you know, in their defense, they're just tired. They're gasping for air right now, and hey.
Cody Bernstein puts it up and through the uprights. 22-0, the Pearland Oilers go up on the Beaumont Westbrook Bruins. We'll be right back. You're watching Texas High School Football Playoffs on www.texanlive.com.
As a Ford employee, I get to give my friends a special deal on cars, trucks, and SUVs.
It's friends and neighbors pricing, and for a limited time, we're letting everyone in on this deal.
That doesn't happen every day.
And you can see the low price at Ford.com.
There it is.
And that's the low price you'll pay.
It's that easy.
You don't have to negotiate, it's hassle-free.
It's an inside deal.
Now for everyone.
America's best-selling brand now offers friends and neighbors pricing to everyone on all Ford vehicles, but only for a limited time at your participating Texas Ford dealer.
22-0 your score. The Pearland Oilers lead the Westbrook Bruins. What a game here tonight. The Pearland Oilers running all over the Beaumont Westbrook Bruins, but you kind of talked about it earlier, Greg. The score not really indicative of the way that the Bruins are playing. I mean, 22. I mean, usually we've seen Pearland a couple of times this year, and they've been running all over opponents here at the rig, but 22-0 is not saying that they've been running all over Beaumont Westbrook tonight because they haven't.
Well, and that's a testament to Westbrook's defense. Their defense has really held them in this game. It's just unfortunate that the offense has not been able to manufacture any points for them and really give them some help. So a very good testament to their defense of being able to at least keep them in this game to some degree. But the offense really have to try to manufacture something on this drive. 10:32 left. Oh, this game is pretty much night-night.
And did they get the and they did do a reverse there. I saw that play when I was in high school, and it worked a couple of times.
Hey, well, they're definitely trying to pull everything out the bag right now. You may as well, not keep it in your back pocket or keep it in the bag, I should say.
This wouldn't be a bad early season matchup if these teams can hook up maybe next year or something down the line. I mean, this has been a great game so far.
Yeah, it has been. I mean, it's been a nice rematch. You know, give Westbrook a nice offseason to really get that offense in gear and see if they can get some more weapons, because they're losing a guy, the receiver, to the U of H Cougars. So
that's Keith Corbin.
Corbin.
Yes.
So they're going to have to find some more weapons. And I'm sure Beaumont Westbrook has some talent.
Well, it looks as though the Oilers get the football back. And I think it's safe to, I don't know, I don't want to say it's safe to say, but Westbrook, can say one thing, and I'm looking on the sidelines, and I see about maybe 100 Pearland Oilers on the sideline. And I mean, I think the Pearland Oilers are a little bit deeper than the Beaumont Westbrook Bruins here tonight, Greg.
Yeah, it's a lot of talent here in Pearland. I mean, if you look at Pearland here that we're watching tonight, you look at Dawson, you know, I mean, you just have a bevy of talent just all over Pearland. So they have a nice litter to pick from.
Wonder if I would have played football had I grown up in Pearland, Texas, man.
Hey, I can see you playing on that Pearland. I could have seen you playing on that Pearland Little League baseball team going to the World Series, man.
I used
coming
to play.
out of the bullpen, man.
They played against my former Little League and Jackie Robinson West.
Oh, yeah.
Here comes the handoff right up the gut. And grabbing some yardage there, the Pearland Oilers.
I can see you being like a Mariano Rivera.
I was the closer in college. I was the closer in college.
So is that your favorite player? Who's your favorite closer?
I used to like actually Eric Gagne. I even wore the goggles like he did when I came into the game. Or the glasses, rather. Yeah.
Okay.
I had found some yellow shades at one of the local stores.
And there it was.
Cool. There it was. Connor Blumwick working out the gun. 9:44 left to go here in the contest. And he looks over to the sideline for the new play. Coach is
tight
giving
coverage on this outside.
Oh, yeah,
receiver.
you see that. Blumwick going up top, going into the end zone. No, just shy. That's a catch, though. And inside the 5. Great job there.
That's Cody Williams.
That's your boy, Cody Williams.
That's Cody Williams. I've been looking for him. I mean, he has the ability to get behind defenders. I mean, they've been playing in bump and run. They kind of just holding him in check as far as turning him loose. I think they know they could use him at any time.
You need to think about getting Cody Williams on your team, man.
I need to get him with the Buckeyes, man, for real.
And shy of the end zone.
Hey, man, I may give Coach Urban Meyer, a call and be like, hey, it's a guy named Cody Williams out here in Perland you may want to take a look at. But it's been a number of players, Nick, that I've had the opportunity to watch this year. And it's a lot of talent out here, man. I mean, I was watching the Crosby team. Crosby has some tremendous talent as well. I mean, they have some talent.
Blumwick working out the gun and handing off the ball into the end zone. Touchdown. That's Chase Foster.
Perland just wearing down the defense, getting themselves into the end zone. I mean, I think Westbrook is running on fumes right now. But, hey, like I said, I'm very proud of the way their defense have really competed and played hard, but they've been on the field for an awfully long amount of time, man.
2 times in a row.
Yeah, and it's just these long methodical drives, are just, that drive was accompanied by a nice pitch and catch, that set them up right close to the goal line. But they've been on the field for an awfully long time.
7 more points here for the Pearland Oilers as they go up 29-0. We'll take a break. You're watching Texas High School football on TexanLive.com.
Big Star Ford, Houston's fastest growing dealer. Why? Huge discounts, best selection, most of your trade, low payments. Are the all-new Mustang? Only $299 a month. Focus, $239 a month. Escape, only $299 a month. Everybody wants to know why we're Houston's fastest growing dealer, Big Star Ford. Big city discounts, small town dealing, 10 minutes south of downtown Houston off of 288. You drive, we listen.
They probably loaded.
Welcome back. 29-0 here live from the rig. The Pearland Oilers all over the Westbrook Bruins from Beaumont, Texas. 8:49 left to go here in the contest, and a trip on the line to the second round. And on the road to state here in Houston, Texas, as Texan Live is your new home for Houston High School sports. The road to state continues tomorrow at TexanLive.com. Cinco Ranch matches up with Bel Air at 1, and then at 6, New Caney faces off against Nederland. It's the road to state on Texan Live, your new home for Houston High School sports.
Hey, Nick, as we were just talking, we were looking at the sidelines for both teams, especially Pearland. You know, usually, I remember when I was in high school, usually when the playoffs started, we would bring up our varsity, our coaching staff would bring up a lot of the younger guys, sophomores and juniors. I mean, we would have a sideline just full of underclassmen, and
whether they played or not.
Yeah, because that was to get them acclimated to just being in the playoffs. And they would usually bring up like 30 people.
30?
Like 30 people.
Goodness.
I remember when I was in the 10th grade, I was part of the 30, and just to kind of get you acclimated and get you in that playoff feel, you know, if they really knew that you were going to be a player in the upcoming years. So I'm sure Perland, as I was saying, I'm sure they have, because they're 10-0 and they have a great tradition, I'm sure they have a nice junior varsity.
Maybe 2.
Yeah, maybe. Exactly. They have a big enrollment, so I'm sure their freshman class is very good and deep. So, you know, it's a situation where they're going to just keep building and rebuilding and reloading, so to speak, not rebuilding.
On the carry for the Bruins.
I mean, not only do they have a big football team, but I mean, they've got 2 sections of cheerleaders down there.
Yeah, I was just looking at that.
2 different sets of cheerleaders. And full sets.
Full sets.
I mean, bigger than some, you know, one of their sets is bigger than some of the smaller schools, you know, whole sets.
Exactly, because it's so many, their enrollment is so high that they have to give everyone equal opportunity.
Yes, yes. 7:35 left to go here in the contest. Essex dropping back to pass. Here comes the pressure and brought down around the 30-yard line.
Well, if you're Pearland right now, you know they're just in passing mode, or they should be in passing mode if they're trying to win this game with 7 minutes left in the game, pretty much. So they're just going to just pin their ears back and just approach the quarterback like bats out of hell. I mean, they're going to be after him. Now they're in, are they about to punt right now?
4th and 11.
4th and 11, they're definitely going to punt because, hey, I guess they'd rather keep it at 29-0 than 36-0, right? Because if you don't punt right here, you don't get the first down, you're giving Pearland a nice opportunity.
And it's a fake. And no good.
Well, they did try a fake. At least they tried something, because I thought they were actually going to go for it on 4th down, but they tried.
Well, the Pearland Oilers will take it over here from the Bruins' 29-yard line. 6:43 left to go here in the contest.
Yeah,
missed you last week, Greg. Missed you last week.
Oh, man, likewise,
yeah.
Man. I mean, you know, I was what was I last week? I did the game at Rhodes last week.
That's right.
Did a game at Rhodes, and it was a good game. And at
Katy
Rhodes
matching
Stadium.
up with the Houston Independent School District this year.
Right.
We got Katy and Westside tonight, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. A good game.
Here comes the handoff. And inside the 30-yard line, about maybe a 2-yard gain there for the Pearland Oilers. Number 15, Chase Foster, getting some playoff hours in there tonight.
Yeah, and if you're Coach Tony Heath right now, you're just telling the running back or anyone that you get the ball to just to make sure they secure the football. Hold on tight. Don't let the football get dislodged away or stripped away for a turnover, and just eat some clock. I mean, let's get out of here with a victory. You know, enjoy this one tonight. Come Monday morning, get our mindset on the next task at hand, which is the next opponent for next week.
Another handoff back to Foster. Tune in to Fox Sports Southwest tonight after our game from 11 to midnight for the Houston High School Football Wrap-Up Show presented by Texan Drive. Join Howard Chin, Ted Johnson, Courtney Rowland, and Courtney Madden as they get you caught up with all the playoff action. The Houston High School Football Wrap-Up Show presented by Texan Drive tonight from 11 to midnight on Fox Sports Southwest.
Man, did you I have to ask you, I have to ask you this. Did you get a chance have you been watching Steph Curry this year in basketball?
I mean, he's all over my timeline and social media.
I'm sure you're busy, man, with your kids, man, with the
what
coaching.
A catch here at the 10-yard line and getting pushed out of bounds inside the 5. Making the catch was Andrew Blanchard.
Great job by Blanchard securing that football, turning upfield to gain as many more yards as he could. But a great throw by the quarterback, Blumrick, putting it right on his numbers. But I'm sure you've been busy with your kids at school, man, but Steph Curry has just been
He's been all over their school too. I mean, nobody can't miss. I mean, he can't miss. Steph Curry can't miss Steph Curry.
Hey, man, the dude is unreal.
1st and goal inside the 10-yard line at the 6. Blumrick trying to put some more points on the scoreboard. And what a hit.
Hey.
Getting brought down was number 10, Tristan Gibson.
And I like the passion and I like the fire that the Westbrook.
On the stop, number 24, Desmond Veals.
That was Desmond Veals.
Okay, that's number 24. Yeah, that's Desmond Veals. I like the passion and the fire he's showing right there. Down 29 to zip. He's still competing, and he was very pumped to make that tackle the way he did.
He's the one you want on your football team the next level.
Yes, it is. Always competing. He's a senior, 5'11", 185-pound linebacker.
Blumrick going near side and looking for Tristan Gibson again. The Houston High School playoffs continue next week, and Texan Live is your home for the postseason. Get your tickets to the state championship held at NRG Stadium in Houston by following the UIL link on TexanLive.com. Then follow your team on the road to state at the home for Houston High School sports, www.TexanLive.com.
If that pass was more accurate on that last play, hey, that could have been picked. That was great coverage and good ball awareness by that cornerback for Westbrook.
Trying to get inside the end zone and stuffed short of across the line of scrimmage by a big wall there. That was Mr. Burgess, Evan Burgess, the sophomore running back for the Oilers.
And one thing I like about Connor Blumrick, he just seems to have great command of this offense. I mean, like I said, he's definitely a dual threat, and he uses his multitude of weapons very well. He knows how to get them the ball when their number is called, but he also knows that he's a threat himself. So he keeps the defense honest, he keeps them on their feet, and he keeps them on their toes rather, and he just has great command of this offense. Very heady type of quarterback, very impressive player.
Time out on the field, we'll take it with him. 3:46 left to go here in the contest. Oilers all over the Bruins, 29-0. We'll be right back. You're watching Texas High School Football Playoffs on TexanLive.com.
DQ, this is the stop sign of Texas. How does your typical Texas mom stop the afternoon munchies?
Mom, we're hungry.
With a quick stop at DQ. From great DQ desserts like the Blizzard to classic dip cones, shakes, sundaes, and more. Because DQ has something for everybody. For the best treats and eats in Texas, there's only one place to stop. DQ, this is the stop sign of Texas.
Welcome back to Texas High School Football Playoffs here on TexanLive.com. The duo of Nick and Greg hanging out with you live at the rig, bringing you Pearland and Westbrook, the team from Beaumont, Texas. You say you got some family down there in good old the BMT Golden Triangle, huh?
Yes, sir, man. I have some family in Beaumont, man. A wonderful uncle and aunt, and love them dearly. And
did you let them know that Westbrook is going to be on the tube tonight? Did you call them up and let them know they were going to be up?
They should be tuned in right now.
Here comes the field goal attempt, and it is up, and it is good. 32-0 your score. The Pearland Oilers go up
By number 12.
by more points here in the Texas High School playoffs. First round action versus the Westbrook Bruins of Beaumont, Texas. We'll be right back. You're watching high school football on TexanLive.com.
We are now.
Welcome back to TexanLive.com. 32-0 your score, and the Pearland Oilers are running all over the Bruins of Westbrook High School, Greg. It's been, I'm sure, a long week for the Westbrook Bruins. They had to make the drive down. I'm sure they game planned for this, but what can Coach Flanagan take out of this contest tonight as he heads back to Beaumont and maybe preparing for another season for next year?
Well, what he can take out of it is that they were able to play good enough to make it to this point. So they are in the playoffs. So you can take solace in the fact that you actually made the playoffs, and you can build off of that, and you can use this game as experience to move forward and to look for a very, very productive offseason of hard work and focus and dedication, and come into next year guns blazing. So, and what you have to do, what they have to do, because they have talent at Westbrook.
Oh, they do. I mean, plenty of defensive talent, and we've even saw how they have some players, like you said, also being signed to go play 4-year ball. On the offensive side, they'll have Keith Corbin over at U of H next year, which is right down the road here.
Right. And Coach Tom Herman has a nice
man.
I mean, he has a wide receiver. I mean, he has a very, very prolific offense, and what Corbin is going to bring them, he's going to bring them a deep threat with nice size, about 6'2", good deep speed, 4 or 5 speed, but sometimes your 40-yard dash speed is not indicative of your deep long ball speed on the football field.
I may be wrong for saying this, but even if Coach Tom Herman is there next year, Greg,
I second that because he's a very high commodity right now.
You got Steve Spurrier, has already resigned at South Carolina, and that's a high-profile job.
Well, what I understand is they've already offered him the job.
Are you serious?
They've already said that job is his if he wants it. But I'm thinking he's going to hold out.
Did he leave U of H after 1 year?
Would he leave U of H? If they're offering him $7 million, he will leave U of H on the first thing smoking.
They're really building something over there at University of Houston. I hate to see the captain leave.
Yeah,
but maybe keep somebody in place as a sack goes to the Pearland Oilers, and the Westbrook Bruins fall back behind the line of scrimmage. 2:45 left to go here in this contest. Greg, Pearland next week, they're going to have a test. Not sure who they're going to get just yet. But nevertheless, this 6A playoffs gets pretty stacked early on.
Yeah, Pearland, I'm sure they're going to enjoy this one tonight, but they're going to go back and they're going to get right back to the drawing board come Monday morning because, the work doesn't stop here. They're going to have their work cut out for them next week because, like you say, the competition is going to get even better and teams are going to offer more resistance. And so, they're going to have to just stay focused and move on, put this game behind them, take what they can from it, the positives, learn from the positives, learn from the negatives, correct the negatives, and move on to the next game and really focus in and zone in, hone in on their next opponent.
Looks like they're going to go for it here. Why not? 4th and 14, your last play, possibly your last offensive play of the season here.
Yeah, and I'm sure it's going to be something down the field to try to get it to Corbin. They're going to try to send him out with a bang. Hey, they're just going to try to force feed him right here, I would suspect. Of course, I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. but I wouldn't be surprised at all. Now, let's see here.
And looks as though, did somebody take a timeout? Or?
I don't know, but obviously Pearland's defensive backs are going to play off coverage. Way off coverage. So, is a situation where they're probably saying, hey, if you want to get the ball to one of these receivers, you're going to have to do a quick pass. You're going to have to work the quick passing game. And you better pray that they can make a play for you because we're not going to give them anything deep. I think they want to pitch a shutout. 32-0 sounds real good right now if you're a Pearland Oiler. 4th
and long here. Essex dropping back to pass, going across the middle. Pass is deflected. Pass is intercepted. Here come the Pearland Oilers to the 30, 20, 25, 20. He's stopped inside the 5-yard line. What an interception by the Oilers there. Pearland got it as the Bruins gamble.
Johnson with the interception for Perland.
Yeah, that was Mitchell Johnson. That was a great job by Mitchell Johnson, the linebacker, number 45. He did a great job of locating that football as it ricocheted off of a Westbrook receiver. He did a great job of keeping his head on a swivel and finding that football and reacting. A great job of reacting to the football. Nice heady play and a great job of run after the catch. He showed some nice running ability on that play. I'm surprised he hadn't been in at running back at some point this year, Nick.
The winner of this game gets the winner of Dickinson and A-Leaf Elsick.
Okay.
I think that's who defeated Pearland last year, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, well.
I want to say it was Dickinson.
Well, if they do get Dickinson, I'm sure that they're going to.
You know a little bit about A-Leaf Elsick back in your day, I'm sure.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Yes, I do. And they've always had a pretty decent team, a pretty nice team. And I'm sure Pearland will be looking for some revenge. They'll definitely be looking for some revenge on the team that knocked them out last season.
Matter of fact, I think we saw Dickinson in here scouting a couple of weeks ago, last time we were here.
Well, they better, hey, you can scout all you, hey, what is that Mike Tyson said back in the day? Everybody have a plan until they get hit in the mouth. Everybody have a plan until they get hit. So they can do all the scouting they want, which is their, they're doing their due diligence. And of course, in all seriousness, that's what they're supposed to do. And I'm sure it's going to be a well of a game. And
I had a friend who quoted Lamarck. He said they're going down to Morton to scout tonight.
Oh, really? Okay. Like I said,
so everybody's on the. They played last night. They beat Liberty on a Thursday nighter. 1:15 left to go here. The Oilers trying to get back into the end zone. Somebody jumped. Not going to call it. And stopped. No. Yes, he did get stopped. They're going to stop him at the 1-yard line. Knee was down.
Crossdale down to the 1-yard
tried his best to reach that ball over, just could not keep that knee off the ground down at the 1-yard line.
3rd and goal for Perland.
Make it 3rd and goal for the Oilers. And they're going to try to get it inside the end zone.
Yes, they are. 40 seconds left. Hey, they have to run and play. 3rd and 1. Obviously, it's going to be a running play. It's just about who wins in the trenches.
28 seconds left to go in the contest, and the Oilers still putting up more points, and they down it. I actually thought somebody jumped. But nevertheless, the Pearland Oilers defeat the Bruins of Westbrook High School out of Beaumont, Texas. 32-0. Greg, what a dandy here tonight from the rig.
Yeah, I mean, that was a dandy. And credit to Tony Heath right there, not trying to run up the score. He easily could have ran that ball in just for some style points. But, great job by him of just taking a knee, not trying to rub it in. Leave out here with a 32-0 victory.
Well, for our production crew and the Nick and Greg duo, I say good night to you from the rig in Pearland, Texas. Oilers win 32-0. We'll see you next week here on www.texanlive.com. Good night, fans.
Download the new Fox Sports Southwest Football Friday. Connect and get live scores statewide. Find games near you. Plus, get your photos on our Friday night show. This is the one app that can handle high school football in Texas. Hit the App Store and type Football Friday. Friday high school football isn't over till you watch High School Scoreboard live. Final scores, big plays, plus the DQ Big Game of the Week.
Be a part of the most watched high school football show in Texas.
Friday on Fox Sports Southwest.
Only one network is big enough to cover the great state of Texas, and only one show travels across the state to get the skinny on high school sports every week, all year long. You want the best in high school sports? Catch High School Spotlight on Fox Sports Southwest.
Yeah, Channel View was sick.
3 concessions and the sweetest voice in Perland. I knew as soon as I sat down, I was like, that's Mr. Inley. How you doing? I'm not into this stuff. I was out Katy with my friend Mayde. I do pest control. Yeah? We're in this pest control.